This is one of those rare times when I look at the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes and I truly do not understand what I see. In Kick-Ass 2, we pick up again with Hit Girl and Kick-Ass himself, and they're dealing with some real-world problems. They're all dealing with the fact that the world isn't really made for people who want to be superheroes. People can die, people get beat up, they get killed. You know, it happens all the time in the real world. And in Kick-Ass 2, we get to see a lot of those themes develop as Christopher Mintz-Plasse, I think I said that right, and he's creating his own supervillain army to finally go up against Kick-Ass and their new army, led by Colonel Stars and Stripes, or Jim Carrey. Now, I apologize that I had this review up a little bit late. I got really sick in the middle of the week and I missed the screening, so I went and saw it today. So I had the opportunity to actually, for once, see the Rotten Tomatoes score before I saw the movie. Usually I get to actually review the movie before the score is out, which I really like because it helps me not to think about things. But coming out of this movie, I can't believe how low the score was. I really enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. I almost liked it pretty much the same as the first one. It might not have been on the exact level, but I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit, and I thought it was a good, fun summertime movie that we've kind of been lacking a lot of the times this summer. Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kick-Ass was really good in this movie. He definitely is able to play younger than his age because he's obviously way older than his character in this movie, but he did a really convincing job with it, and he also was fun and cool in the action scenes. He had a great wit to him, he was funny, and he was also pretty good in the dramatic scenes, and I thought he did a great job as a character again. But just like the first movie, the supporting character that really steals the show is once again, Hit Girl. Chloë Grace Moretz is awesome in this movie. She does a great job with all the action scenes. She's funny in the movie too. She has a really cool subplot actually where she has to try to be a normal girl. And I really like the way the film told that story because they showed how she couldn't really escape that person. She just tried to always find different ways to be Hit Girl without actually being Hit Girl at this school, and I really like that. Let's talk about Jim Carrey in the movie. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy with him and his whole thing about the whole no guns thing, and look, that's his opinion, that's fine. I'm not really going to get into that because it doesn't have anything to do with the movie. He did a great job in the movie. As usual, he's terrific with physical humor. You can tell he was doing his stunts and everything, and he was really great in the movie. He has this one hilarious shot where he just like slams himself into this guy. I busted out laughing. I really thought he did a good job in the movie. My only problem with him is that I didn't think he was in the movie enough. I wanted him to have more screen time, but I really did like his character and I had a lot of fun with him. Honestly, this is just a fun movie, and if you go into it expecting anything other than Mother Russia, an incredibly manly woman just breaking, snapping necks all over the place, you're going to be disappointed. No, it's not a perfect movie, and I do have flaws with it. A lot of the drama in the movie is very heavy-handed, and at times it doesn't work. There are dramatic scenes that are supposed to really hit you in the gut, and it doesn't really work because it feels very rushed. There are certain elements of the action scenes that felt a little too shaky. Some of the green screen is really crappy, just like the first film. I thought some of the green screen in the first film wasn't that good either. Certain villainous characters are introduced during the first half of the movie that seem to kind of fade away, and they don't have much to do with the movie, and then they just sort of disappear, and then there's a big evil army, and it just kind of happens really fast. I would say that's probably my biggest flaw with the movie, is that a lot of it feels a little bit too rushed. But for the most part, I had a really good time with Kick-Ass 2. I think it's a fun summer movie, and if you go into it expecting anything other than a 15-year-old girl kicking ass, then, you know, why did you expect that? I'm going to give Kick-Ass 2 a B+. So guys, did you see the movie? What'd you think of it? What'd you think of the first one? Let me know below, and as always, thanks very much for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.